All right. You see this? You see this brother right here? This is a high value Negro. That a lot of black women are looking at. This is the mode in 2023 and shit. A lot of usually it had like braids and the stupid baseball cap sitting up on top of their head, like right on top of their noggin. Actually wearing this shit is just sitting up there like a bottle cap or something. This shit, but this guy, he has this fruity looking ass nigga, man. This is what's wrong with motherfuckers today. So, sisters, this is the dude you're gonna be making babies with and all that bullshit. This you want to do whatever you gotta do with this guy and shit. Okay, regular motherfuckers and shit is going to have to opt out. Okay, we're going to have to opt out and shit. This is not against you in any way, but like we just want to say these fruity ass niggas. Yeah, I think it's funny and shit. I think it's funny watching this dude do like a weird kind of hula, gay looking hula dance and shit. I don't give a fuck. Nothing against the alternative community other than their ongoing attempts to assimilate everyone into their ranks and shit, and whatever comes after that. All right. But yeah, this fruity ass nigga, this is what's wrong with, dudes today. There's a lot of this shit out here. There's a lot of these dudes that, with that old, too short ideology, get in where you fit in and shit. So you'll be zesty as fuck, that's the, get the hint of you might get some box and shit, but you probably ain't gonna get no box. So the box you're gonna get is gonna be a used box, at the going bobbing for apples in a porta potty. Okay, that's what I call it. Okay, that's what I call it. No customer service and total bullshit and shit talking and stuff. Where it almost makes you have a criminal mindset. You're like, man, if that bitch say one more thing, man, I'm bop bop bop. I hate to be like that, but it's gotten to that point. It's like, man, insufferable and shit. And I hate being amongst I don't want these niggas amongst our ranks and shit. Okay, there's a lot of these weird zesty looking dudes and shit. I've been seeing a lot of this lately. I've just been noticing a lot of the hookup guys, these are the workout guys. They kind of got like this weird, faraway look. This guy's wearing shades, but they got this weird faraway looking eyes, like they out to lunch and shit. And they got some little braids, and I don't know, it looks like real feminine and shit. It's like a chick with a dick. All right, everything's so fucking androgynous. It's so fucking androgynous and shit. And I don't know what the fuck's going on and shit. And if you see anything else, it's like a criminal. You see, the criminal is a suspect looking ass nigga, a suspect, zesty looking motherfucker. Alright? I just wanted to, I don't know what to call this. I don't even know what to call this recording and shit. I just wanted to say, these are your high select dudes. You want to be one of these guys, man. It's just start doing a little weird dance and, have this zesty ass look on your face like you don't care who is a pussy or pussy, you don't give a shit. It's all the same to you, right? I don't get it, man. It's fucked up, man. I'm so glad I'm glad I'm a Generation Xer, man. I'm glad, man. I am fucking glad. I don't have any regrets. Well, I have a few and shit. Otherwise, I wouldn't be making these goddamn videos. I gotta be honest. I don't lie to my audience. However many of you out there after the epic shadow ban and nuclear shadow ban. All right, I am on the nuclear social media dust cloud and shit that keeps my channel from growing. So whatever, gives me a certain level of freedom to do whatever. I'm at 600 subscribers right now. Shit, hope to grow. Well, I think I'm at 300 on this channel. I had 600 on another channel. I don't know. But yeah, I just want you to look at this guy and shit. Just enjoy this guy, man. Enjoy this shit. If you're this nigga, if you a zesty ass nigga like this, man, hey, the world is your fucking voice over here. These sisters love you to death. You got to be willing to, do something strange for some change, to give up some change. You got to give up all your shit and take copious amounts of abuse and, might even get strapped and shit if you know what that means. Okay? These women, I don't know where they're going with it. She's gonna bang this guy in the Amazon position. Look it up. Yeah, she's gonna have this guy in the Amazon position and she's gonna be talking to him. He's gonna carry her purse and his purse, doubled over and shit. And he better have a car and all this other shit. But, if he looks a certain way, he got a big giant shoe size, maybe she'll like not, she won't check some boxes, okay? She'll let him slide. And, she's hoping that, regular brothers, men of distinction will be there at the finish line when she's done playing. Okay, well, she's ready to come in and shit. She's supposed to come in before the street lights come on, but she came in at fucking 1 a.m. And it's your job to tell her, fuck no. Fuck no, bitch. And say why? Say, well, I'm saving myself. I'm a black man.
When it comes to black men and black women relationships, if the black man is not honest and respects himself or the black woman, if he cannot communicate his emotions properly, if he cannot bring to the table certain skills to add to the relationship, and if he cannot provide for himself clothing, food, or shelter, or protection to himself, and especially the black woman will disrespect him and bitch him because she will feel that she is dealing with a little boy and that she's carrying the relationship. And what happens when the black woman is dealing with a little boy? Her mother nature comes out to school his ass because he cannot step up to the plate. So she has to step up to the plate and do everything. But this is where the men have to step up, our black men have to step up and do and protect for her and especially himself.
Ladies, don't ever date a man with these two qualities. A man that's highly cocky and that has a huge ego. Because for one, a man like that is always gonna treat you like you're less than him and like you're like a second-class citizen. And at the end of the day, you gotta understand that you count. Not just him, but you. And another thing, you should never date a man that makes you feel like your feelings are irrelevant. Because at the end of the day, your feelings are just as important as his. So any man that makes you feel like whatever you're telling him doesn't matter, you shouldn't be in that relationship, because at the end of the day, he needs to be held accountable for the shit that he's done to you. And if you can't explain to him that he's hurt you, and he can't simply give you an apology or at least acknowledge that he messed up, that man gotta go.
My biggest problem with dating men that's in between blessings is how can he protect and provide for you when he can't protect and provide for himself? He ain't got a car, he ain't got a house, he ain't got a job, and yet and still he think this is the appropriate time to be trying to find a wife? Most likely he is trying to find help. You gonna end up moving that man inside your house, dropping you off in your car at your job, and driving around the city in your then bringing it back to you with no gas in the tank. And yet and still he's supposed to come to your life and add things? He ain't got nothing to add. But and here you are seeing the potential in his spirit, but you ain't recognizing the reality of the situation you are in. You are about to be pouring in a man that's incapable of pouring back into you. This is why you depleted, sis. He, even if he wanted to be a teammate or a partner, he can't. But yet and still, he's still deciding to date. You got time to take me out on a date, but you ain't got time to put in a job application. You at this date trying to impress me. You need to be impressing the interviewer.
We really have a whole era of men that don't want to protect and provide. These men want women to go to work, come home, cook, clean up, tend to the kids, and pay half the bills while they just go to work and come home. As a man, you should be pouring into your woman, but instead you got her running on empty. A woman was never built to handle all those responsibilities, and a real man would never put her in a position to do so. He would take a lot of that weight off her shoulders, especially financially. He wants to protect you in all aspects of your life because he knows how powerful a woman is when she's not forced to be in her masculine energy. A real man makes a woman's life easier so that she can flourish and be that loving, caring, nurturing queen that she is.